Hey guys, happy Tuesday. I wanted to chat with you today about a really important difference. The difference between self-love and self-care. So, self-care is an important ingredient within self-love. But without self-love, self-care is actually not going to nourish you and fuel you and fill you in the way that you would hope it would. So, what does all this mean? What does this difference really mean? So, self-care is acts of doing. And we living in this society are masters at doing. We know how to do like no one else. So yes, it is doing yoga. It is doing meditation. It is having a bath. It is eating healthy. It is doing the things that you love and know to fuel and serve you. That is self-care. When we get into talking about self-love, this is something different. This is a state of being. When you connect to your state of being and you really embrace the idea that you are worthy of receiving, that is self-love. So when you connect in to the actions and the behaviors and the practices that you keep up with that are forms of self-care or forms of keeping you calm and balanced, the question I would love to invite you to check in with is, are you receiving these things? Are you receiving these things because you love yourself enough to know you're worthy? So as you sit in meditation and invite calm and peace for your mind and for your body, are you really receiving those benefits because you know you're worthy of them and you deserve them? That is self-love. When you go and work out, when you go for a run, when you do a vigorous yoga practice to invite your body to look good, are you doing it because you know you are worthy of looking good? You are worthy of looking your best version as the best version of yourself. When you make healthy food choices, are you doing that because you know you're worthy of the nourishment and the vibrancy that will give your body? And likewise, when you give yourself a treat, that piece of chocolate cake that you never have or rarely have, or that cookie, do you do that in a way that is really about loving you and about engaging in pleasure in something, a treat for you, as opposed to being riddled with the guilt and the shame and the inner monologue of, I shouldn't have done that? You didn't receive the worthiness of receiving that form of pleasure for you. So I really invite you to take a step back and look at all the things that you're doing for yourself and congratulate yourself. I'm sure that you have things that you're doing. We're all at various levels of putting ourselves as a priority, but I know somewhere in there you're fitting. Hopefully more than not, because that is really huge too, putting yourself as a priority. But if we don't love ourselves, we never will get there to the top. We will never put ourselves in the place we need to be in our life. And we will never create the boundaries we need so that the people in our life respect the love that we are honoring for ourselves. So no one is going to put us in the priority that we need to put ourselves at. That's our job. And the way that we love ourselves, the level of love we have for ourselves, will help create that definition of how people treat us. So I really invite you to connect in to how much do you love you? Really ask yourself, do I love me? And look yourself in the eyes and start connecting to what you can love about you. What do you love about you? Write it down. Write it down and start to honor it. And if you're really in a place where you're like, oh my gosh, I look in the mirror and I have a hard time doing that, then maybe it's time to do some work around what patterns, what default behaviors, what from your childhood, from your past has stopped you, has made you resistant to receiving love. We need to have this ingredient for ourselves. This is so important. And I know each and every one of you listening to this and all of the people in your life are worthy of love. We're all worthy of love. And the thing standing in our way the most is ourselves at this point in time. Because we have the only person that can create the love that we want in our lives from others is ourselves. And it begins with self-love. It begins with our capacity to love ourselves. When we love ourselves fully, the capacity of love we bring before us, so what we can receive from other people, what we can give out to other people, is exponential. And we all want that. I know we want that. I know you want that. I know we all want to be loved fully and feel that love from someone. And I know we want to give that in our relationships to people. I know you do. So let that knowing of how much you want to feel love from other people and how much you want to love others, look in and connect to how much do you love you. It's so important. So for those that don't know, this I've proclaimed a self-love month. I know it's a no-brainer. It's February, Valentine's Day is this month. But I really want to invite you to be extra aware of how much you love you and start to repair the places that are keeping you from loving you fully. So if you know someone that would benefit from hearing this message today, share this with them. Let's spark self-love everywhere. Let's invite this feeling, this state of beingness to be alive and well in everybody. So take some time today. Be sure you love you. Yes, sweetie. And let it be an act of self-care. So let it be, thank you, babes. Let it be an act of doing and let it be an act of being. Receive it. Be with it. Be with that energy of love. Hi, baby. Here's Ethan wanting to say hi. Say hello.
Hello.
You've got smoothie on your face. Let yourself embrace this idea of being in love with yourself so that you can really be with love and receiving and giving to all those in your life. Okay, in love and so much light. I wish you the most beautiful day.